Shush kebab. Funny.
Something on your mind?
Here we go. Has anyone told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
And if it is, what then?
Oh, nothing much. I just get to grin a bit and look foolish for a while. At your service.
Like to discuss something private.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Who's that Pokemon?
You're so shiny, you should be able to see yourself all the time. Never mind. I think we need to end this now. I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company. So, would you like to join me in my tent? Oh my. That Wrath, I knew you were gonna go for that one.
Your tent. Ah, I know most guys would probably leap at the chance to be with you, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. It's a big step. I guess that must make me sound like an idiot. I mean, turn down an incredible woman like you, I'd have to be.
It's alright, I understand. Oh, I think it's cute. That's what you want to have it your way. I was expecting you to be more of a man. You wanted a kebab? The only proof of it. In a tent, it's the night before battle, gotta get the stress out. I think it's cute.
Just what every man wants to hear. I guess I was just raised not to take this sort of thing lightly. I hope it hasn't put you off. Alright, so, now that I've handled that with my usual deft brilliance, time to move on. And take a cold bath, maybe.
He needs a cold bath. Nope, he doesn't swing for he doesn't bat for the other side. Oh my god. So funny.
I must say that traveling with you has opened my eyes to how wrong some are about the Dalish. You are not at all savage, and I've not seen you snatch away women and children without provocation.
My people are often misunderstood. We're used to it.
If my people were more open to interacting with yours, we could do away with such misperceptions.
There are close-minded individuals on both sides. It's not that easy. You assume we want to interact with you? Last time that happened, it didn't end well. Yeah, there are close-minded individuals on both sides.
I hear many city folk talk about how wonderful it must be to live simpler lives, close to the earth. They could learn from the Dalish.
Do you think it's quaint curiosity meant for study? We do live quite close to the earth. Your city folks are naive, and so are you. Yeah. We do live quite close to the earth.
How marvelous that must be. I have met very few elves, and those that I
Just
have
want
met
tacos and
were
super drunk.
pledged to the service of Orleans
Eat
nobles.
chips and salsa. That's a meal. Ooh. It can be, yeah. Pledged service to Celestial nobles. Oof. Wait.
They are serfs. There is no slavery in Orlais.
I see.
Elven servants are well compensated for their services. Some of them live richer lives than humans. A well-trained elven servant is highly valued in Orlais. They are nimble and dexterous, and many people find them pleasing to look at.
Like a prize-winning animal?
No, I did not mean it that way. Oh, my words were clumsily chosen. I did not mean to offend. I am sorry.
Apology accepted.
Thank you. You have given me a lot to think about.
Eating it as a meal. I believe it. I don't drink so I can marvel at what you drunkards choose to do. I barely drink anymore. Last time I had a drink was my birthday weekend. Feeling good, not drunk. If I were drunk, my typing from my drunk fingers would be horrendous. That's fair. Oh, she's definitely tipsy. Also, shush kebab is what Dracula had decorating the outside of his castle.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
My hair? Thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. 1 year, feathers were all the rage.
Shush
and
kebab
Lady
sounds
Elise
like
decided
fish
she needed
bob.
to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Well, we are friends, aren't we?
Yes, very much so. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Were you trying to say something like, I'm judging hardcore? Yeah, I know, right? Apparently she's romanceable too, regardless of, you know, whether or not you're male or female. She still is romanceable, I guess. You are a treasured friend, Liliana.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way. Something I can help with?
So what would someone like you be doing in Lothering Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
You just don't seem to belong in a cloister.
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Get the man in the suit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no kidding. Connected to relate. I say weird stuff at times because I panic and don't know what to say. You know, I feel that. What did you do before that? No, why were you seeking safe harbor?
The Chantry does not pride, and you should. I desired time apart from the world. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
Wrath, oh my god! Wrath, you crack me up. You dreamed of the blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this means you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the
Make a
blight.
stab out of that
I know that
dog
we
running,
can do
ruining
it.
the
There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours
No worries,
everything?
big cat. Have a good night. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Blight is the Maker's punishment. Will you defy him? I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Ooh.
Something I can help with? Yes?
See.
What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated, and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais, and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
When you were young, it's understandable.
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dry flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us
That
move on.
explains why she was so excited to get those flowers. Wow, that actually explains a lot. Take arm.
Why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
It was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off. Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson. Bad dog. That's not very nice. Well, he is a war dog. There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have. That was just a warning. You could have taken your hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Aww. I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Who's that Pokemon?
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It's a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Aww. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Wow. He's just gonna sit and watch.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Ooh. Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? Alright, have fun then. Pet worm. Aww. Pet worm. Oh, is Morgan not with us? Oh, she's way over there.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Can you teach others to become shape changers?
I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp, provided they possess the will to even make the attempt. What do you wish of me? If you must.
Did you grow up in the Korkari Wild?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I'm curious, what's wrong with that?
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds?
I know, right?
Curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
But you kept going back to the wild?
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring, that sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Well, that was quick thinking. What happened to the poor man? I'm supposed to be surprised you're a good liar? Nah. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
No idea, I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
You can go back if you like.
I have no qualm with the mission I have been set to. Flemeth was correct, like it or not. The Darkspawn are an enemy of all. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes? What do you wish of me? If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the Templars now. Fun? You found it fun?
I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Plymouth used you as bait?
'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Don't you regret hurting any of those men at all?
Would they have regretted hurting me? I was a young child. Yet do you think they would not have gleefully held my head aloft as a trophy? There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
Absolutely, there are worse things than death.
Oh? I would ask what exactly, but I'm certain that would be a lengthy conversation, and suddenly I grow very weary. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Oh, shit! I lost 10 approval with her. Oh. Okay, so what am I supposed to do then?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
So,
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
maybe it was for selling forest, I think?
As you wish.
God's sake.
I'll never know what hit him.
On it.
London Danger's ready for action. You lost our head.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Right.
Yep. It's
It is
220
done.
for me.
The essence of the wolf's heart has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
Did you know about his connection to the curse?
I suspected. But Zathrian did not like to talk about that. Nonetheless,
Nah, me neither.
the curse is over, and no one else will be subjected to it. It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call and we shall come, with great speed and purpose.
and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Thank you, Lanaya.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
Okay, now, there were a few quests to turn in.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield.
I found some iron bark for you.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed iron bark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow? Or perhaps a breastplate?
Hmm. Like a longbow.
Manuvinin, I will craft it myself. Watch if you prefer. It will not take long. And I've reformed the wood to my will. A Dalish longbow for you. May it serve you well.
Oh.
You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Denala?
I do.
You have news? Have you found her? Are you certain?
She gave me her scarf. See for yourself.
That is her scarf. Where did you find her? What's become of her?
Wrath. She was a werewolf, just as you suspected.
So I was right. But what became of her?
She died, Athras, but not before she sent her love.
She told you that? Yes. That is what she would do. At least she is at peace. Here is the amulet, as I promised. Now I should go and make arrangements. I must mourn my wife as is proper. Dareth Shira, fare you well.
Okay. She's a werewolf. That is what became of her. Do you need a new wife, sir? Oh my god. That's terrible. Where is she?
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
They're no longer werewolves. The curse was broken.
That makes no difference. Those monsters killed my husband. They killed so many of my people. They have Dalish blood on their hands. If they are human once more, that shall make it all the easier to take vengeance for their crimes. Tell me where they are.
Zathrian wanted vengeance too. Look what it did.
It destroyed him. Yes, perhaps you speak wisely. If they are gone and never return here, then perhaps it is better to let it simply end there. We will go back to the camp then. Thank you for your words.
This is rad.
Please accept a small token of my gratitude. It belonged to my husband, and I cannot carry it any longer.
Oh. Oh, right, it's down there.
Greetings to thee once again. Thou hast not yet left the forest, then?
Oh, well, why does it still have a mark as having a quest? It doesn't. Just because this is probably gonna
Right.
be bad. Yep. Exactly what I thought. You're welcome. Thank you. Nice to move on. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought that was a bad idea. Mistakes were made, but also kind of intentionally, because I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, so... Alright, so where's this other kicked in? The one that... Feelings were fruity, yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing here. Oh, here she is.
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Try to calm the... examine.
And? What do you think?
I truly cannot tell.
I am glad you attempted it, regardless.
Trying to calm the Hala.
Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Oh. Oh, maybe I was supposed to do that. I actually was supposed to do that. I think it was a Vinter General. And if it was, then yeah, I'm definitely supposed to do that. Oh, hold on. Leave alone. Quick save.
This should be easy enough.
Holy shit! Or not. Yeah, that's a massive get wrecked, nerd. The Vinter main. The others are buried with the Vinter General out in the forest. Oh no. Although I am actually getting feeling. So I'm gonna call it here. And I'm gonna see who I can. Oh, I haven't rated there in a while. We're gonna go ahead and rate. Alright, we're gonna go raid Zordon of Doom. She's awesome. She is a variety streamer. She does play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV as well as other games. She is currently playing Octopath Traveler. I don't even know what game that is. But Zordon is really awesome. So if you guys could stick around for the raid, I'd really appreciate that. I will be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time with some more Guild Wars 2. And then Thursday is up in the air. I don't know if I will be streaming Thursday night. It depends on when our youngest and our son-in-law are going to be here. So it's kind of going to be playing it by ear on Thursday. Trying to finish this dang gnome fountain on Power Wash Simulator. Oh my god. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I haven't played that in a while. I need to pick that back up. Yeah. That's a good game, apparently. Oh, is it? I've never even heard of it. But yeah, if you guys could, again, stick around for the raid, I'd appreciate that. And yeah, in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for everything. Have an amazing night. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Please remember to take care of yourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I will see you all tomorrow night. I love you guys. Good night.